Hey, and welcome to Genshin Impact. It's been quite a while since I have played Genshin Impact. I recently started because there was a commission, because people were like, the new update is cool. I think you get like a free 5-star. And bro, what? 1900 Primo Gems? Alright. I mean, I'll take it. And yeah, there should be a lot of Primogems, there's a lot of new content, I think. I definitely wanna get... if we get a free 5-star, I will definitely choose Dialog, and then I will definitely buy the skin. Definitely. Otherwise, let me see... 1600, how much does it get us? 11. Yeah, alright, sure. Announcements. Yep, a lot of things. Shit happens. And action. Also, just let's go through it because I hate those red marks. They probably know that people hate those red marks. They are abusing the living shit out of that red mark as far as I'm aware. Oh, they made cute fan art. Yeah, it's cool. It's great. I'm sure you can unlock these somehow. Community? Shouldn't have pressed that. The community thing tab is great, by the way. I love that they did that because it's like an guide for people who just generally don't know what to do, and you can just click there and then you can just see what people did and then get like help. Since I've never actually ever played on this channel, I might actually tell you what my account is like. As you see on the right, I have all my characters listed, not all of them, but the ones I'm currently using, which is first, my favorite, Ito. Ito's ability is, his E ability is just throwing a cow that does damage, but his main ability, the main reason you would throw it besides the damage, is because it distracts enemies for a certain time, and I think I get like a point. As you see in my bag, I have like this dragon with one eye symbol. Those points are very important for Ito. I don't remember why, but I think they allowed me to hit constant. Yeah, I remember. It's Ito's ultimate, which is why it's important, because Ito's ultimate is his damage dealer. You could theoretically see him bolt him in a way where he would do damage without his ultimate by using physical damage, which I did for quite a while, but I stopped because you can actually get more damage if you stop focusing on physical and his elemental ability, which is Geo. There are a top of 7 elements, I think. Fire, water, Geo, plant, air. Was Isis? No, Isis is its own element. And Electro, right? Yeah. So now we see the dragon on my back has pretty much filled up with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 symbols. The cow, I can just basically throw it and then get these points. That's a thing that isn't normally like that. I'm gonna get to that soon. Like I said, I can throw this cow, it will distract the enemies, do lots of damage, but mainly, importantly, it's to distract the enemies. And if I press now Q, his ultimate ability is attack, and he basically starts to do geo damage instead of physical damage. And if I hold attacks, I can do these slash attacks, and since I had those marks on my back, I could make them. You need to have those marks to be able to do that slash attack, otherwise his hold attack is just this attack. I don't have him on C6, that's something I'm gonna get to right now. That would make him more OP, but whatever. Then we have Goro. Goro is basically, for you guys to know, Ito is the main damage dealer in this build. Ito's entire purpose is to do damage. However, we have two other Geo characters. Firstly, Goro. Goro, known as a fucking, I don't know, femboy? Furry? I don't no, well anyways, the thing that what Goro does ultimately is he has two purposes. First one, he's an archer. Archer, the reason you want to have a team with an archer is because if you go exploring on the world, which is a huge world, which I haven't even discovered, which we are going to do together now. And the worlds have like the amount of how much you progress to discover the areas. 86, 86 and both 100, and then you have the Dragon Spine with 98, 74, 70. It's basically about opening chests in the area, fighting enemies and blah blah blah. It's the normal shit, I guess. Not really something to care about. Anyways, you have Goro, and that's if something you need to shoot something on the air and stuff. That's why it's good to have an archer with you. But that's not why Goro is in this game. The reason, in this team. The reason Goro is in this team is because of his E. His E creates a field in which I think the defense stat of a character you're currently using is being increased. And the reason that's important is because the Ito's attack does not come from his attack stat. His attack comes from his defense stat. Which is why it's important for a character that buffs Ito to buff his defense. That makes him buffed because he takes less damage while at the same time giving him more damage. And his Q, basically seeing his ultimate, is just his E ability, but it now wanders with me. It isn't placed on one spot, it just follows me. And I think there's something else to it. We'll go to that closely so I can see about it, but we'll see about it. Thirdly, we have Albedo. Albedo is important because of his E ability. Because, how should I say it? His E ability causes a field, an area of field, which allows to give me like an elevator, which is good to climbing on areas, but that's not the reason you want to have him. The reason is because he does that, the thing you saw right now. Sometimes he'll give you an extra attack, and based on the defense stat, it will do more damage, I think. No, it's just every time it's 4,000. So whenever I attack this person with my normal physical attack, I'll get like an extra attack buff of 4,000 because of because of Albedo's field. And Barbara isn't really supposed to be in this team. Barbara is mainly a heal. I can press E and like switch to Ito, and then you'll see in a moment. It like heals characters' HP with ticks based on Barbara's HP. Usually I would put Zhongli, which is the Geo Archon, if you haven't played Genshin, I mean. Archons are basically seen the gods of this world, and every element has its own god, and Zhongli is the Geo god, and he is quite OP. He was, when he came out, he was pretty pathetic, and then people didn't got him, and then they buffed him, but he was already gone from the banner, and then people were mad, being like, you can't just buff him after you get him out of the banner, you bastards, and then they just put him back. In the end, I think I wanted to get Zhongli, but I still haven't got him because I play like every 1 week, like every month, and the chance that I hit Zhongli on the wishing banner here usually is very, very low. I have to really get lucky for that to happen. How many are even 10 wishes, by the way? 1600, they just gave out 10 wishes like that, interesting. Well, anyway, that's my current team. If you go to figures and characters, I mean, and then see what characters I have overall, I have Kikwing, which is a 5-star, Razor level, because Razor was before the Geo team my main damage dealer. My team before I actually started to build an actual team like this was Kikwing, Barbara, Razor, and another person, but I do not know who. Do not remember who. Ultimately, I just had this team as in Razor was my physical damage dealer, she was an electrical damage dealer, but I built her very trashly, so she was very weak. Barbara is my healer, and I think I even had Albedo on the team, I think. And Albedo isn't even on level 90, I just realized. What? Those two aren't even level 90. Barbara isn't even 90. How are these level 90? Fuck that shit. Well, Mona is up because I remember I wanted to put Mona up because one thing you can do as a in Genshin Impact is to basically build characters, because getting them and then building them is allows you to do more damage. It's not necessary if you already have a good team, but since there are like 1,000 characters in this game, you can just do whatever, I guess. And these are all the characters I possess. I do not know this character, I do not know that character. It's, like I said, a bit of time since I've played the game, so I'm sure we'll be introduced to those characters soon enough. Yanfei is a character I know. She was like fire? No, she wasn't a firework girl. She was... Oh right, yeah, she was a legal advisor. She was just the protector of the city or village, something. Baidu, Captain, yeah. Sarah, General. I don't think I have to go on the story. I don't know her. I don't know her. I do not know her. She's like the temple person. She's a guitarist or something. Yes, an opera singer, right? Nilo is a performer. Jean is the righteous and resistant knight. He I do not know. She is also a knight. He also. That I do not know. Also don't know. Helper of Albedo. Knights of Aphanius, alright. Do not know, isn't she like also a rock and roll performer? Helper in the medicine area, but she's a zombie, I think. Adventurer, she's also an adventurer? An exorcist, she's in chef, I remember that. She's also from some weird family. An astrologist, that's the main character. And Razor's just a boy who lives in the fucking forest. Tarzan. She's from Leo, I do not know. Barbara, yeah, alright, she's the church, she lives in the church. He is the alchemist genius, general, and a person criminal theory. Training guides? What's the training guide? Oh, it tells me what I can do to finish the characters. It tells me like, yeah, Ido is well done, but Goro missed lags on character level, weapon, character talent. Oh, yeah. I guess the other bows ascending weapon is recommended. Otherwise, if we have 5 enhancing them to 6 plus is recommended. I have, I guess. Does it want me to put these on? I will go down from max HP a bit, attack, defense, the only thing that goes up is crit damage. Crit rate goes down, that explains why I do not have that on me. There's a specific reason why I want crit rate. Energy reshot and geo damage bonus. Nope, that's gonna stay. And Albedo, why is Albedo? Well, he isn't level 90, I agree. And they're basically seen on the line, so chill out. I have the best weapon for Albedo in this game as far as I know. Only, yeah, his talents needs to be upgraded. I just upgraded his E because his E is the only thing I care about. Barbara passes, Kei-Ching barely passes for some reason. What, only because of a level? She fails in basically everything else. Razor passes. I just would need to upgrade his weapon. Yeah, Mona needs to be upgraded. She needs to be upgraded. Yeah, stuff happens. Stuff happens, guys. Well, anyway. That's a new thing I didn't know existed. Oh, and yeah, when I talked about constellations, or C6 how I called it, characters have different ways to train them. If you see, we can level characters from level 0 to 90. In this case, Abedo is, or not Abedo, Ido is already on level 90. Then you have the weapons. You can give them a weapon. Usually, you shouldn't give them any weapon, because characters can have weapons in which they need to be very OP. And Redhorn Stone Thresher is the best weapon for Abedo, for Ito, since I played. I don't know if that has changed. What this weapon ultimately does is to buff my defense by 28% and charge attacks do 40% more damage, which is important because if you remember, with the drag on the back, my Ito's damage comes from charged attacks. That's why increasing the defense by 28% and then increasing the charge attack by 40% of defense is really OP, inclusive of the 88% crit damage that comes with the weapon. Artifacts, this I have the 4-piece of Husk of Apollo and Dreams, reason being obviously the 30% defense increase, but also, oh yeah, because it buffs my geo damage and my defense by up to 24%. So I can upgrade my defense and my geo damage, which is both an upgrade of my damage, by 24% each. And then it also buffs the 30% of my defense. Plus, if you go on to it, we see crit damage, crit rate. The things always have crit damage and crit rate. I remember I farmed so much of these just to get that. Here I got defense, but I didn't have any of the probably. Nah, I didn't got it enough, I think. Or did I? Crit damage? Oh yeah, I see the problem. I wanted one with defense as the main stat, because defense is obviously the main important thing for him. So even if I get something like this with level 0 crit rate and crit damage, because of the fact that it has HP, it's become useless. I need one that theoretically has defense while also having crit rate and crit damage. I just didn't got it until yet. But this one is also not a piece of the 4 Husk set, but I do not need it, because in theory you would only need 4 of them. So you can always have one as a filler, and in this case in Ito it's the Globlet that is the filler, because it has defense and crit damage as well as crit rate. And here crit rate as the main stat, crit damage. And this artifact isn't perfect because it could contain defense in here instead of like HP, elementary recharge and elementary mastery, but it's fine. That equals to a defense of 2000 and no, basically seeing a defense of 3000, right? Yeah, 3008 defense, close of 1100 attack, but that's not important, like I said, and an 81% crit rate. I'm particularly crit nearly often, and crit damage is 200%, so in theory if I crit I do 2x of my damage, which is good. We have energy recharge, it's basically seeing the amount of how fast I get the ultimate. In the guides I looked about it, energy recharge is important because, like I said, Ito's damage comes from his ultimate, so it's good to have his ultimate always, so it's good to have that. And the geo damage bonus is also good to have. What I didn't talk about, I think, up till now, is the constellations. constellations are basically seen multiples. If you have a character and you pull for it, and then you have the character, and then you pull again and you get it again, you will get a constellation. And constellations are indeed OP. It's like, it definitely is worth it if you can to get multiples. Reason being, this one gives me, for using the ultimate, automatically 5 stacks. In the span of 1.5 seconds, I will gain 5 stacks, which will allow me to hit. And if I use my ultimate with 3, I can basically do the slash 8 times. Even though I theoretically can only do it 5 times, because I gain more while using it. This does basically reduces the cooldown by 1.5 seconds and restores 6 energy for every Geo character in my team when I use the ultimate, meaning that I can spam the ultimate with this ability. Then we have this one. This one is more like a bonus, which comes here too, I think. Yeah, increases the level of royal descendants. Like when you have constellations, these two are basically seen extras. You don't really need them. The only important one is C1, C2, C4, C6, because C4 that would buff my damage even if I not be in the ultimate state for 10 seconds, in which I will definitely have enough time to regain my ultimate. This will basically make me OP for the longest period of time. And then we would have C6, which is 70% more crit damage, which is already insane, because with my crit rate of 80%, he would basically have very often critting, and then he will basically do times 3x. That would be insane. And fifth, the more important thing here is that there is a 50-50 chance of not consuming stacks. If you're good with it, it means you could basically have spam your charge attack. You basically see, if you're lucky, you will never stop doing the charge attack, which is the ultimate skill. And then we have talents. Talents are just the normal abilities of the characters, but leveled. I haven't done that yet, mainly because of the Ashen Heart. And the Ashen Heart was my problem up to now. I can level him, but I do not want to. Mainly the ultimate and the normal attacks that should be increased. So yeah, I'll look into it sometimes, but I'll need to get that heart first. If you look here, the reason the game complained was because these are level 4 each. They say level 7, but the reason they say level 7 is because he has a constellation level of C5. I do need to get C6. C6 is important. The crit damage of all Neva party members, G damage, inspiration of buffalo skill field. Crit damage buffed by 40%, that is insane. I do need that. Albedo I don't think I have any constellations of, which is bad. I think there's one constellation that you need to get for Albedo. Yeah, this one. I think this one was the OP one for Albedo. Yeah, those are unimportant. You need to get Albedo to C2 at least, because then it's good. Barbara obviously C6. Kitching have C2, which hurts. Razor C6, and that doesn't matter. C3, which is good because I do wanna use Mona, but still it hurts. You don't have any constellations. Yeah, it doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. Basically, only the 5 stars matter. Hurt also hurts a lot. Alright. Alright. Do I even possess more than that? Give me more 5 stars? Do not know. Do not care. Well, we have some wishes indeed that we can make. I do not know if I want this character. All of these characters are basically useless, but they're also here. Yilan I know was OP. If I get Mona, it could be good to get her, but I do not know if I want her too. So we'll just do here in the hopes that it's good. What? Alright, it's a 5-star. What you just saw is wishing. The way wishing works in this game is basically seen that you get basically see how should I say it, you can one wish costs 160 primogems. Primogems can be normally farmed. If you have a lot of content to go through, you will get a lot of primogems, that's not the problem. If you don't have a lot of content to go through, it will become quite the pain, because then you have to go for achievements, and achievements give only 5 per achievement. So you'll basically be doing all types of crazy shit to get primogems. But that's why people started to quit it, I think, because people did that actively, which I could never. Never ever I could do something such ridiculous as to try to get all the achievements. But people did that, and I think they got bored, and that's why Genshin Impact started to die off. And there's like 3 types of rarities you can pull. Blue, which is a 3-star that can only be a weapon. Only weapons can be 3-star. A 4-star, which for weapons can be a 4-star too, but it could also be a character if you draw a 4-star, and that would be a purple pull. And if you get a golden one, you can get a 5-star, which is a weapon or a character. In this case, it should be a character, and there's like a 50-50% chance for it to be a how should I call it? For it to be a the character that is on the banner specifically, and then there's a 50% chance to be one of the main 5-stars that you can always pull. They want to change that in the later update, and later in the 5.0, which is the anniversary, which will be held in 1 month or so. Therefore, I'm looking forward to it, because then it's supposed to change from 50-50 to 55-45, but yeah, let's see. Xiangling, I don't really care. And it should be now. Yeah, we got the Yulan.
Oh my!
The way this works, by the way, is that if you get a 50-50, if you lose the 50-50, your next character will automatically be the banner character. But if you win the 50-50, you can still get the banner character again. It doesn't need to stop. So we got Gilan. I do not know if I really want her in the end, because I really don't know. Can level her up. I think that's not a problem. Confirm. Level 20. I do not know if I have the materials to upgrade her. I do, but not really. I don't think that will hold itself for that long. Auto add. Confirm. Yeah, already start to go. What the fuck even is that? I only know upgrading Edo was the biggest pain I had in my entire life. Gonna say it like that. You guys do not wanna know what kind of struggle I went through just to get Ito to the level I got him right now. Well, you guys do not know, to upgrade Ito you needed a material that was given to you by a wolf's boss. I think if we can go to it now, just to show it to you. Oh, found it. That's why I didn't found it. It's because I didn't look beyond Leo. I was chilling on here being like, where is it? And I haven't looked here. Yeah, Barbara. Life isn't hard. Not hard. Life isn't easy. There, by the way, all these markings are things that I need to upgrade our furry. Yeah, that was the boss. Let's fight the boss. Let's just to show you guys why this boss is so annoying. Why I hated farming materials for Ito. So alright. Till now looks like a pretty much normal area, nothing much to be worried about. Right, you go into here, nothing special, the wolf will come out, because, yeah, Nameless King of the Rift, Golden Wolf Lord, yeah. Now the fight starts, the real fight. Obviously, since it starts, I have to get into attack mode. I do not know what this boss does anymore, gotta admit. Alright, now you see he has all my characters on the right have an effect. If you look exactly, it looks like a bleeding effect. Which it is. My characters right now are bleeding. Not the one that I have currently on me, which would be normal. That's how the damage system works. The character that is currently outside will get damaged. No. If I get damaged by this person once, by this boss, all of my characters will get damaged by bleeding. Which is obviously not what I fucking want to. Why? Because then that means I need to heal the characters because I can't use them with them being damaged like that. And the problem was that while Barbara is a good heal, which can provide for really good heal, the problem I have with Barbara is that I can only use her once, because her ultimate will, or not once, but her ability of healing every character, because I would need to heal every character, and that's only her ultimate, which I'm going to show quick, because I didn't show her ultimate, I remember. You now see that every character of mine is pretty low. Now I can switch to here, to 4. And do this. And that's why you would want to have an archer with you, but because I think I need to shoot the heads. Alright. Not greatest archer on earth. Oh, I see. I have to get rid of you guys. With elemental damage, I remember. That's also a problem because I do not have characters that have elemental powers. That's number 1. Not losing, it's all part of the plan. Nope. Gotta get out of there. Sadly. I think time is up. Nope. Managed to destroy another head. Nope. Don't do this to me. Don't. Alright, the good thing is, characters can't die if I don't have them out. But that's also the only good thing about this. Oh, Barbara's thing activated. I completely forgot about that. Barbara, you fucking goat. Barbara's C6 ability is that if a character would come to death, meet death, the thing that's going to happen is that it's going to entirely revive the character with all of their abilities. I don't think it will use all the resin today, so yeah, let's just get that. And you saw that this boss fucked me over. He not only managed to get E2 low to kill Goro, which activated Barbara's ability, which you might think I'm invincible now because Barbara is going to heal, but no, it has a 10-minute cooldown, so that's gone now. Albedo is pretty much dead, and Barbara is pretty much dead. Meaning I cannot fight this boss constantly. And some people that play Genshin will be like, just use food, right? Food, if you people don't know, that's an item that allows me to heal. If you look at the inventory here, which you guys haven't shown you right now, these are basically items to upgrade character. These are all the artifacts. And then we have here all the weapons. Nothing too special. Here we have food. What does food do? I can use an apple, for example, to give a character 300 HP, but if you look at it, pretty pathetically weak, and you can't just overfeed characters. You see on the bottom there's a line there's only a certain amount of food you can give to the characters. I think that way. And the quality of the food is also important to show how much for different effects. For example, these ones that have a symbol like this, it revives the character. The ones with a healing symbol heals the character. And this one buffs them by... No, this one regains stamina, this one buffs damage, this one buffs defense, and this one buffs fire damage, electric damage, or fire defense, electric defense, electric damage, ice damage. And we can use like food like these to heal Goro. And but you look at that, it's basically seen 1/3. I can only use it 3 times. Meaning, if you look at it currently, I basically seen I've already used pretty much everything and I'm still fucked. And that's not good. And I had to fight this boss multiple times. Multiple times. Like really, you guys don't wanna know how often I needed to kill that boss to get all the materials I needed. These are all things that I hope to gonna be able to get soon. What I'm gonna do now is like I'm probably gonna record multiple videos now. Reason being that I do not want to miss out on these events. Because if you look at the time remaining, 1 day and 7 hours. This has quite a lot of time. This one has also a lot of time. Also a lot of time. What? Wait, can we get a 5-star character right now? I want Diluc. Diluc is the character that I've been hoping to get, besides Zhongli, since the beginning of this fucking game, bro. Diluc is my hero, I need Diluc. By the way, these ones are also very important. For Mona. I think I need to go inside of the house here. Always press the wrong buttons, I swear to god, that always happens to me. And we're inside the house. Wood? Why is your name Wood? This door's closed. This one is opened. Interesting. I didn't know that there were books here. You can, by the way, yeah, I completed 2 achievements by just wandering around. That's like basically seeing the idea of Genshin. You just explore, which is funny for people that do want to explore. I remember actually downloading the game first time. I did so much exploring. The 100% that you saw on Mondstadt, which was basically, for you guys that do not know, these 4 areas are Mondstadt. This entirety, including this here, the Lisha, Sea Clouds, the Chasm, Minlin, Oring, Bishua, Plane, Sea of Clouds are all Liu. Narakumi Island, Kensaku, Yashori Island, Watatsumi Island, Sera Island, and Tsumi Island are a 3rd region I do not know their name of currently. And then that, plus these, that, this and this and this are all also a region that I forgot the name of. And yeah, We're currently in the Knight's Order room. The main character is a person from the Knight's Order, which is the reason why we can just enter here like we want to. Especially the library is important because the first time I got here there were like thousands of books. Considering all the updates, there could be a lot of more books now that are stored here. But most importantly, even if you get some books, you need to basically see if you want to get the achievements. You have to find all the sets. Like if you look at this is book 7. We need basically seen all the books to get the achievements for that. Which you can find basically seen hidden throughout the entirety of the world, just go exploring. Please return the books. Like, you really think I will? Tell me, you really think I will return books? I could tell a story about one time, but yeah. I'ma do that the next episode. If you really want to hear the story, be prepared for the next episode. I mean, for you, for me, it's just basically just playing more. At this point, it's not really something special. Oh yeah, this was pretty much everything, I think. If I missed something, I missed it. I don't really care. That should be the last door. Alright, I was scammed. I want my money back. Just give me my money. Now, where the fuck is that free 5-star character? No, I can't go up. I have been scammed. Where's my 5-star character? Please. I just want D-Luke. I'll probably try to make it so, by the way, that I can make a 10 pull every episode. Should be interesting. But we'll see. What? Wasn't I here? What? Down? Yeah, down. If I had known that earlier. Only if. More books, by the way. By the way, made it a bit louder. Good question. Five minutes, by the way, emergency food. Says the emergency food. I just saw books, man. Just give me my books. Imaginary theater. Changing along with it. The opening character for each season will gain fantastical blessings, which will grant them special buffs and performance challenges in your adventurers across Teviat. You must select companions to form your party for the challenges. According to the restrictions set by performance requirements, each character starts with 2 Vigor. Each time they complete an act's performance challenge, they will lose 1 Vigor. Alright. Usually I try to just skip through that. I lost interest a while ago. But since I'm recording this, I will try to not do that. Need to get used to it, but I'll try my best. Stay with me here, boys. Stay with me here. And there are more books. There's a chest. Investigate. Look, Kudram _ 14. A treasure chest. So beautiful, decorated in such an unmissable spot? What the fuck is unmissable? Almost as if it's trying to tempt us into opening it. Maybe the key's somewhere nearby. Find it. Wonder what kind of treasure it's hiding. Maybe, who knows? Maybe that's the chest for the 5-star character. If it's even in, I thought that's going to be the next update. Why is it? I don't think that's already in. The handwriting here is excused to the point to seem like some sort of printout. This doesn't look like a fortune slip, to be honest. I was familiar of people I found out, but I think things and people around me have changed much in the many years that I followed, and now you're amongst a few I'm most acquainted with. I must confess I do not intentionally understand that what Alice saw is in you. Being interesting was measuring stick sets, said she, and being the most interesting was the only criterion for being invited to join. Later I realized that I had only thought that I had understood your stories, that your acuity for the world's operating principles could perhaps sometimes surpass that of astrology, sometimes that is. I too have grown old and do not know how long I have left, so yes, I admit that I really do miss you, just a little. Not that I would actually go over to keep you company or anything though. Interesting. Another book. Ah, it's so white outside, Paimon can't see anything. Looks like we're moving, by the way. Just saying. Looks like it's just an ordinary closet. What's up with it? Is something wrong? Perhaps you'll meet a lion in there. Why would I be in line in a closet? Perhaps you should try somewhere else and keep this strange comments. Yeah, that was a reference to a movie. I do not know the name of it, but basically seen some child goes into a closet and then he travels to a special world. And there is like a speaking lion that gets killed, so somewhat. I do not know if he really gets killed. Now you mention it, this place sounds like a bit of stage, but then shouldn't the curtains be hanging in front of the stage? Do you think they have been put here to hide something behind it? What do you mean anyways, couldn't you just look at it for a moment? Why is there something glittering there though? Yeah, I knew it, I missed something. Alright, let's just see at the event. So we'll also have done something in this episode, besides me explaining shit. Season rules, opening characters. Do not have, do not have, do not have. I think I have. Only Hydro, Cryo and Anima characters as well as special guest stars. Only water, ice and wind characters, alright. Reward preview. The 60 primals are very tasty. And these are also very tasty, but they do not give what I thought of them. Can assist friends in their performance up to 700. Alright, we need ice and water. Well, I do have water characters, but I do not have many ice characters that are leveled, especially when 2. Also lacking those. Yeah, alright. But I don't think I need to. What if I just cast Edo instead? I mean, apparently I can. So why not, right? Supporting cast characters can assist friends in their performance. Up to 700 can be set. Characters that meet the elemental. Alright, I do not know what that means, but whatever. Performance preparations. Trial characters are if I do not have the character, I can get them on a trial base, meaning the game will provide me a character with basically an average stats, I think. Sometimes it's good, sometimes it's actually only average. Ascend? Can't ascend her right now. Do not have an outfit. Can be added to supporting cast. Alright, I do not know what that means, but let's go. All sorts of events can happen during an Imaginarium Theater Challenge. Of these, companion events allow alternate cast members to join your principal cast. Wondrous boons can grant your party combat buffs. Mystery cages can grant certain benefits, but also carry a certain amount of risk. After selecting companion, wondrous boon or mysterious cage events other than combat events will be refreshed. When a combat event is selected, you will go on stage and start the current performance. Battle Elite, Battle Normal, Companion select. Well, Battle Elite, just to see how it is. Defeat all opponents. Charged attacks. Start challenge, defeat all opponents within 100 seconds. Let's see, I do not know much about the characters that I have been given, besides some of the things. As the challenge proceeds, you can use restart performance to change your party setup and try the challenge again, and compensation of your set party setup is key to complete performance. Alright. I can only, important thing to consider is I can only use characters twice, so it should be important to try to only use as less as possible. He's a damage dealer, I know. She somewhat is too. I do not know of that character, do not know of that character, do not know if I knew that she's a healer. Yeah, I can just start. Seems to be all Geo characters. I'll get them just to see what they can do. dash. And has a Q ability. But what does that do? Well, anyway, I don't give a fuck. No. No. Alright, I remember that. She made like a, yeah, exactly, a thingy there. That allowed her to basically destroy any enemies inside. So good to know that she's a damage dealer. Right, I know I need to destroy that. And I can teach you guys about the way this works. I can use Fiona to make the characters wet. And I can change to a character like her. And just attack them normally, and then they will be frozen, so they won't be able to attack me. Even if they wanted to. And I didn't get everything. Yeah, I forgot to defeat 2 characters with charge. Oh no, I have to change 1 character. The wolf. What is happening? About Madam Mage. about that book in the battle we just fought? That's all I wanted to ask. Gameplay tutorial, I do not care. I can refresh them, interesting. Is there a reason? I do not know what swirl means. So I saw that there's like a free-paged thingy, so I assume it has to be like... I do not want to use them again because they're going to be useful in the boss fight. But I do need 1 damage dealer, so I'm gonna use her and her. And might as well. Alright, first we change to Barbara, and then we'll go Q. And then we go to 1, and then Q. Alright. Last one to stay. And done. With all the quests, I think. You see that? We made the first one, second one, now I think we can do the third one. I will take Eula, for sure. Eula is actually, I think, the highest physical hitting performer, so even though she is an ice fighter, so don't worry, so don't be deceived. She's still mainly in physical damage. Right now we can just take every character, I think. Somewhat is OP. That's what I remember about fucking this character that I'm playing. Literally the only thing that I remember about this character is that you have to jump and then do what you just saw what I did. Do I even have? Yeah, I do have a water character. could become dangerous. No, that was my last damage dealer. Alright, this could be problematic. Yep. That is sad. What? We got kicked out? Oh, our performance was just too bad, guys. Alright, well anyways, this was it with this video. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you enjoyed the performance. I'm just getting some achievements. You can better see how far I am with some. Some are pretty new to me, so I probably still have 0% of them, but whatever, right? Well anyways, I hope you enjoyed the video. If yes, leave a like, and if don't, then leave a dislike. And I wish you all a great day, and bye.